Alright. Hello, IGN. This is my tryout game cast. First I'm going to introduce the players, and then I'll explain why I am obviously the best choice. Down here is Parting, the Protoss, and up here in the upper right is Leenock, one of the best Zergs in the world. So, while we're getting started here, why don't I tell you a little bit about myself. I am 23 years old. I am a Diamond League Protoss. I don't play as much as I used to, but I'm still active in the game. But I'm a very active watcher. Ooh, I said that really nicely. I watch a lot of StarCraft. I'm very into the scene. I follow it religiously. To me, it's just like following football or baseball or any other sport. It's awesome, and I love it. So, why would I be a great caster? Well, besides my silky smooth voice, I think I have a rare mix, a mix that a lot of people really don't have, and that mix is a sense of humor, charisma, and game knowledge, and a highly erotic and sensual beard. But you can't see that. But believe me, it's going to knock your socks off when you see it. It's pretty great. So, while we're getting started here, it looks like Parting is going to go ahead and take the Forge expand. By the way, I do apologize if my in-game camera observation is a bit jerky. I have very, very little experience doing that, at least besides my own replay analysis. So I'll do my best to avoid doing that, but it may happen. Leenock looks like he's going to go for a pool first build. He's probably going to expand on 18. This is a pretty safe build, especially against Protoss. It can really help if Parting went ahead and went for a quick Forge and went for some cannon shenanigans, but it doesn't look like he's going to do that. So I expect him to get that. In fact, Parting tool for a really late scout. He's not even going to attempt to stop like a 14 hatchery. So I kind of wonder, because of that, if he is going to try some delayed cannon shenanigans. But, probably not. So they're both just making their little workers here. And gateway's walling off. Now, Leenock can put on a little bit of pressure if he wants with these links, but I really doubt it. He's got no gas. It doesn't look like he wants to go for any kind of a pressure build. Parting is not really known for his PvZ. He's much more known for his PvT, which if you follow the GSL, which you should, why wouldn't you? He has deadly PvT. He loves going for Charge Lot and High Templar. Yep, and just as it looked, he's going to go for a gasless third. Looks like Parting's probe. I think he definitely saw that drone going over to the third, so he'll scout that in a second, no big deal. He's going to want to try to get that back loop that around and get back into the main if he can, so we can see the gas timings. But he's pretty safe, as we can see. Cybercore going down, and 2 gases going up. Leenock is sending his Overlord around so he can see the gases at the expansion. It's very important to see the timing of that. If he takes an early third gas, it's a really great indicator that he may have some Stargate shenanigans to come. So, until then, we'll just have to wait and see. There is no third gas yet, but he still has time if he wants to go Stargate. But seeing as he has no pylon up in the main just yet, I kind of doubt he's going to be doing that unless he wants to build that Stargate right at his expansion. It's a little bit risky. Let's see, we have 1 gas going up for the Zerg. And nothing's going on right now, so, I guess the best thing all of us can do is just sit in silence and just feel that awkward silence until things start going on. This is still better than if I had chose to cast a replay that ended up being a 6 pool, and then I had like 4.5 minutes to show you how great I was at casting. And those minutes would probably be spent with me going, oh, he's pulling the drones, and just being too excited. I am casting with a webcam microphone too, by the way, and that's why it sounds terrible. But I mean, if you guys decided you wanted me to cast a major event, I might consider getting an actual headset. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I happen to think this webcam mic sounds pretty great. So let's check worker counts. It's 35 to 31, but Leenock should be able to pull ahead pretty quickly. He's just now got his infrastructure up so we can start droning pretty heavily. We have that third gas. But it doesn't look like he's going to be going for a Stargate, especially since he's getting that early +1. That's not something you would do with a Stargate. But Leenock's got his Overlord in position to check for. This is actually great scouting by Leenock. Really nice Overlord positioning. But that sentry should be able to pick off that Overlord if he pays attention. There he goes. Let's check out the Zerg base. Roach Warren going down. That's probably a defensive Roach Warren. I really doubt, especially since he's only mining 1 gas. I really doubt he... There he goes. That's probably a defensive Roach Warren, like I was saying, because Protoss loves to do a 2-base push on the 3rd here, and that's why you see these creep tumors getting out to connect the creep so quickly to the 3rd. It's because, well, look what we got here. This is just going to be for a little bit of pressure. No big deal, really. But Protoss loves to do that, so Zergs have learned that they really have to make that Roach Warren in case this were like a 6-gate timing. But you and I know that he's got 4, 5 gateways, 6, 7 coming up. Oh boy! But he knows Leenock should be completely fine since he knows this is coming. And ooh, those are really nice force fields. I mean, given the situation. Oh, nice! He trapped us beautifully. Now the sentries can lawn those guys down like it's their job. Oh my gosh! Nothing hurts more than a sentry sparkler right up your ass. All right. Oh, Leenock can take this opportunity to pick off the closest pylon, but Parting saw that coming. He's got many pylons, as he must do as Protoss. So here he comes. Still, Leenock should still be just fine by this. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw us down another spine crawler, but I expect Parting will push him a little bit and try to pick off a couple, but if he really commits here, he's going to find himself kind of regretting it. And we do see the Robo going up in +1 armor, and there he goes. Parting is a smart enough player. He knows, he's got too much stuff out. There's no way I'm going to be able to do much. And it looks like we're going to have just a tiny little bit of lean counterattack. Lean pressure, not a big deal. He's probably just trying to make sure he doesn't set out right now and take a 3rd base. He wants to keep him in his base, force him to warp back in his base. Ooh, he's killing a little bit of probes, too. That's actually really nice. But he's going to go in, get a little bit of scouting, see, okay, what's your follow-up tech? And in fact, he already did see the Robo, so I was completely wrong. He doesn't care about the follow-up tech at this point. I made that up. I was just kidding around. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean for this to happen. Alright, anyway. So we got a little bit of roaches, and look at this, glial reconstitution, roach speed. So it looks like he's going to commit. And if I were a betting man, I would say that he's going to try and delay the 3rd. Zergs love to do this on Protoss, on this two Protoss on this map when they can. They like to pull apart their forces between trying to protect their 3rd from this angle, and then also trying to protect their main from this angle. And it can get really, really dicey for the Protoss if they don't split their army properly, or if they lose a lot of sentries early on. Now, lucky for Parting, he didn't lose sentries. He didn't overcommit to that attack on the 3rd, so he's got enough sentries. He should be able to hold this off. But, you never know. Everybody makes mistakes, and actually, it doesn't even look like Leenock's going to commit to this, and he really shouldn't. Parting should be okay with this. Leenock should honestly just sit back and tech. Or drone. And look what we got here. 61 to 45 drones. That's pretty good. Leenock has the tiniest bit of an advantage right now. I thought you guys would want me to scroll across the map erratically. I thought that would be a pleasant viewing experience, so I decided to do it. So it looks like we've got a spire going up. Where is it? Spire at his 3rd, which is not a good place for it. I mean, the only advantage is that it's harder to scout, but I mean, that's a bad place for it. Don't do that. We're killing the rocks here. It looks like he may be going for that muta switch, and in fact going roaches. Oh, that's really nice, and he does not have burrow, so he's just going to lose those roaches. That's a great cutoff. I'm kind of surprised Leenock went up that ramp even as far as he did. He knows he's got a lot of sentries, and he has no burrow. But anyway, whatever the case. He may try to switch into mutas. Going roach into mutas can be quite effective.